Wes Edens joins us now, Fortress Investment Group co-founder and Milwaukee Bucks co-owner, also the chairman of Brightline Trains, the official transportation partner of Super Bowl 54. Wes, it's great to have you. Definitely want to talk about Brightline and why specifically you're in Miami. But first, I'd be remiss, given the fact that we are seeing major averages here in the U.S. sell off by more than 1% right now, if I didn't actually start with the markets. Would love to get your take, especially given the fact that we are on pace for our worst week in 6 months for the Dow and the S&P.
Yeah, great. Well, thanks, Morgan. Great to be with you guys. Markets are obviously really unsettled by all this coming out of China on the coronavirus. And if you look at earnings reports, stuff that's out, Amazon, Tesla, there's lots of strong earnings today, but obviously there's a lot of anticipation about what could happen if this turns out to be worse than we think or persists for a longer time. So it's tough times.
Yeah, and certainly we've seen a massive amount, by some estimates, record amount of cash that's been amassed by private equity coming into 2020 right now. Given the fact that there is so much uncertainty out there, how would you gauge the current investing environment?
I think that it's a good investment environment. It's one that you have to be careful, right? But we've gone through a very, very long period of peace and prosperity, not just here but around the globe. And frequently the dislocations are what create some of the better opportunities. So, obviously I'm not rooting for a big dislocation in terms of this turning into a big health crisis, but it is the kind of situation that unsettles markets, and that can lead to really good opportunities for sure.
Yeah, and certainly one area that you have been investing in that's being watched, continued to be watched very closely, is this first privately built passenger railroad, first one we've seen in decades here in the U.S., Brightline. That's why you're in Miami right now. Construction continues as you expand that leg to Orlando. $4 billion in total private investment in Florida. Why do you remain so confident that the railroad is going to be so successful and also going to serve as a template for other markets?
I am really confident. Yesterday was a record for the railroad. The day before, a record. Today, probably going to be another record. So there's tremendous utility for transportation like this in metropolitan areas. Last year we moved about 1 million people. This year we think we'll nearly double that. I think our January over January up 55%. So people are getting more and more accustomed to the service, and as you said, we're building the next part of it. So the Miami to West Palm Beach, I'm sitting in the Miami terminal right now. Miami West Palm Beach obviously running now. West Palm Beach to Orlando under construction, and very much on time and budget. So we expect sometime around the middle of 2022 that will open, and that's when I think you'll really see the real utility of this line, and it's going to be exciting and I think very, very profitable. So it's great.